Hello! I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to make cyberfalls, or cyberlocks, depending on what you want to call them, out of materials that you can easily find around the house, or at least most people's houses. I watched a lot of tutorials to help me with this, so I thank those people a lot. And in the end, the finished product should look something like this. So, if you like these, you know, I'm not putting them in exactly correctly right now, but this would be sort of what they look like. So that looks good. You can keep watching. If not, then there's not really much point, is there? So, as far as materials you will need some fabric strips, some ribbon of various kinds, whatever kind you want, something with a bit of texture, like possibly leather strip, some elastic, like this, or black, whatever color you want, and some very small rubber bands, like these. These are from braces. You can also just get really small rubber bands, but these come in very handy, and I have a lot of them lying around from when I had braces. So, also, if you want to put them on a comb, which I found pretty easy, a comb like this, that shows up well, and some wire. Optional is electrical cord. I thought that was pretty darn cool. I like the effect it has, but a lot of people don't just have random electrical cord lying around their houses. Okay, so to make the fall, this might take a little while, but once you get the hang of it, it goes pretty fast. So, what you do is you take a fabric strip or a piece of ribbon or something, and you figure out how long you want it to be. If you want it to be about the length it is, then you're going to want to fold it over about this much. Because what you're going to be doing is tying it and making a loop so that the elastic can go through it. So, if you want it to be about this long, make the loop somewhere, fold it so it's kind of at the top. This is black, so it's not very easy to see. But then what you want to do is take one of your rubber bands. So they're about that big. And then just tie it around like this, like you're putting an elastic in your hair or something. Pull that through. Then you will have this nice little loop on the top, like that. Then take the elastic, I already have one going, but you take that and thread it through the loop, pull it so it's next to the other one, and then just keep doing that for however thick, like however many of these you want on there to make your fall look good. If you don't want to have to do as much cutting of the strips, I would recommend doubling them over, like this one is. So it looks like two, but really it's only one. Alright, so once you have that, all of those that you want, then there are two ways that you can finish these up. A simpler, like more basic way is just to take the elastic as it is and pull it around into a loop, and you'll just have your loop, and cut off the really long excess of this, and then when you want to put it in, you will put your hair in buns. I can't really do that right now because I'm not very good at doing that yet. But you would put your hair in little buns. I'll just hold mine up like pigtails. And what you do is take your fall and wrap it around the bun, tie it, and then position it, and it should stay on top of that, and then it would just be tied on. The way that these are attached is to a comb, like I showed you before. With this, you will need extra wire, like hardware store type wire, and what you do then is you take the piece of elastic and you wrap it around the comb once, and then put the wire around it until it's sort of intertwined into the comb. You can see that, like between the teeth. And then, depending on how much you have left, I had enough excess, and this is probably better if you do, wrap it around twice, because that gives it a bit more volume, which is always nice. And after you've wrapped it around again, then you just do the same thing. You wrap it around the fall, and you wrap it around the comb, and then just make sure there aren't any like pointy edges to the wire, because obviously that's a hazard. You don't want wire poking into your scalp. So this is kind of tied, folded off. Actually, that is not very easy to see, but... And then, after all your hard work, might take a while. These took about, collectively, like 2 hours, but that was a lot of experimenting. So, once you get the hang of it, it will take a lot less time. Then you should have these, and you can do whatever you want with them. Figure out some way to pair them nicely. Do 1, 2, ponytail, pigtail. This one isn't cooperating. Whatever you want to do. And I hope this was helpful, and I just remember that this took me a really long time to figure out, and tutorials were like amazing. So, thanks for watching.